Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Assalamu alaikum and greetings. alishanmao here. 11 a.m. in the morning. Nice and warm day as usual. At Lisaili Field here, I'm going to quickly review the XK Whirlwind X251 Quadcopter sitting right here. So this is how it comes in the box. Alright, it's a 6-axis gyro quadcopter which can do some kind of aerobatics. It cannot fly inverted, remember, but it can do aerobatics using its 3D mode. And in 6G mode, it's very stable and easy to fly. Of course, that is like a beginner mode. So when I got this quadcopter, I was under assumption that it can fly inverted because it comes with the X7 radio control, which is XK radio control. And by the way, these are all SFH SS frequency protocols from Futaba, so you can actually use your Futaba radio to fly this quadcopter as well. Now I was under assumption that this quadcopter can fly inverted because of the 3D word on it, but yeah, no, this is not gonna fly inverted. It can do aerobatics, loops, rolls, and what I noticed on my test flights that the let me bring the quadcopter before we do the unboxing. So here is the quadcopter. So what I found during my testing is that the quadcopter will actually maintain its heading. So if you put the head up, it will flip itself and somehow get stabilized, and if the head is if the direction is changed, it will slowly return to its original heading, keeping the tail towards you for having the right orientation to the pilot. If you're flying nose in and somehow you flip or roll in the air, once again, if the nose goes in another direction, the nose will simply turn back slowly to what orientation you were flying at. So basically, whatever orientation you are flying at, when you flip, roll, or anything, if the heading turns around, quadcopter will slowly get back to that heading, which is a very, very nice feature because you can always get back to the original orientation that you were controlling the quadcopter with. So now, before we proceed further, let me just quickly do the unboxing. So inside the box here, you get a quadcopter, you get a user manual, you get a 7.4 volt 950 mAh battery, you get a battery charger, a simple balance charger, and under here you get excess spare propellers, screwdriver, hex driver, a wall outlet, and an X7 radio. So here it is. It has some kind of kill switch here as well, which should be the kill switch, I believe, because it's a red button, but user manual says it's a video recording button. Well, anyway, so let's take the radio out. Alright, so let me prepare the radio, but before that, if you look at the Whirlwind user manual, it's pretty simple and easy to understand user manual. It also shows you throttle and throttle curves and pitch curve settings, but I haven't seen much use of those because this is not gonna do inverted. Though if you look at the propellers, they do look like double-sided propellers for it to fly inverted, but it will not fly inverted. So here it is, the XK Whirlwind, very lightweight quadcopter. Okay, it has a carbon fiber booms, or the arms, and the good thing is it's running brushless motors. Okay, so yes, most of these toys, manufacturers of these toys now started using the brushless motors. And not only that, this is really, really very durable. I have crashed it really, really bad at one time, well, on the grass, but this is very, very durable quadcopter. So minor crashes it will take with a smile. Some really, really tough crashes on the grass, you will still get away with that and it will keep flying, but something hard on concrete, of course you will have to replace some of the parts. So let me get it ready and give it a flight right away. let's have some fun under the sunshine and 42 degrees. Yay baby, loving that, and I can get a very good tan. All right, before you actually plug in the battery, okay, I will suggest that use the throttle hold switch, put it up. Why? Because there is no throttle safety protection here in this quadcopter. So as soon as you plug the battery in, if your throttle is up, your propellers will start spinning, which is a very idiotic things to do. But again, maybe because they give us a throttle hold switch here, okay, and that is why they maybe didn't give any throttle safety protection. So if you put the switch back, you pull the throttle a little bit up and propeller will start spinning, so you can accidentally cut your hands or injure yourself very, very badly. So always keep this switch up so that you have no throttle, or propellers will not spin, motors will not arm. All right, wind is increasing from my right side. Here we go. This is a 6G mode, so it's gonna be very, very stable and of course easy to fly. It handles wind really nice. As I said, I have been playing with this quad before, testing it for all of its capabilities, and it's simply an amazing quad to fly, especially if you're a beginner, you want to learn to fly the quadcopters, practice, train yourself. This is one of the best quadcopters from XK. And of course you can see how nicely it's handling the wind. And one more thing, as I said, it's very, very crash resistant. All right, so now I'm gonna increase the dual rates. Now you can see I have much more angle of attack, okay? And I will turn on the 3D mode, all right? Once you turn on the 3D mode, you can see the light turns red, and now you can do certain aerobatics like flips, okay, rolls, and it's very, very stable to do flips on rolls. And as I said, like now I have tail in, so I will try to pull one head up or half of the flip, and you can see how quad will turn. And the head turns itself to the right, okay? Once again, now my head is pointed to the right, and you can see how the head turns itself slowly to the right. So if I try to flip and leave it in half, you can see quadcopter turns its head back. Do not fly around in this mode, in 3D mode, because if you are flying in windy conditions and you found the quadcopter is not going forward so much, when you press more on the stick, quadcopter will simply flip, and maybe if too close to ground, it will crash. Now you see how it's maintaining its heading. So this is one of the best things in this quad. I love it. Once again, I'll try to do it closer to myself. You can see now the nose pointing towards me. Okay, it went far because of the wind. Once again, let's do it this way. Nose pointing at the right side. Now you can see, okay? And actually it just turns towards same direction again. I hope you are able to see, because anyway the wind pushes it away. Okay, that was a crash, so I'll just pick it up, and it was luckily on the grass. Let me try to demonstrate more on this heading hold feature of this quad. Okay, let's say now it will come towards me because the wind is blowing towards me. All right, and I go up. You can see itself the heading changes. All right, now I will try to show you the radio as well. Okay, and here's the radio, so you can see I will not be touching any of the yaw after I flip the quadcopter. Okay, you see, it turns itself. Now I put the 3D button on, I mean not 3D, the idle up, but you can see nothing happens. If you leave the quadcopter inverted, it just turns back to normal flight and then holds its heading. So yeah, the heading hold function or feature is really nice. And rest, of course, you can do full flips if you want. Just careful not to run the quadcopter into yourself. Now let me see how many flips I can do. All right, the rolls. Here we go. 2. Yeah, the heading hold feature is really nice. It always maintains that heading itself. All right, now I'm gonna fly it around crazily and see how fast we can go. All right, that was against the wind, and now with the wind. Woo, man, this is fast. Brushless motors, right? That's what is for speed. With the wind, very fast, very stable. Now, though we have a lot of winds, but you can see that I will set the throttle to this, and actually you can go hands-free. It's very stable. You just control the throttle. There's a lot of wind, and of course the quad will drift really fast backwards. But look, against the wind, it's really fast still. Man, this is a nice quad to fly around and to learn to fly. And of course, I believe XK also have a camera version of this one. So you can actually, you know, fly FPV with that. You can still add a small camera system if you want to fly FPV with the video goggles, if you have few or one. So anyway, without the video goggles, without the FPV system, is just so much fun to fly XK X251. All right, let me land it. No, before landing, I will try to do more aerobatics. I see batteries coming out, so here we go. Okay, crashed, no problems at all. If it is sitting on its legs, it will come back. So I will try to go crazy. Hold on. I always fly on the grass because I want to keep it safe. On the grass you can save a lot of damage. Push the battery in, and I will go crazy with some stick moves. All right, here we go. Nice. It's actually pretty stable. Come on, baby, you can do it. Now what I will do is put the nose down up there in the air. Okay, here we go. Look how it just flips back to the normal and holds its heading. All right, the wind is pushing and I cannot do too much throttle, too much stick forward movement, and it flips, because if you do too much forward movement, it will flip. Back to here. Well, what can I say? Really a nice quadcopter if you want to have fun. Enjoy. And it's time for me to work. Right after, when you hold the quadcopter, when you land, please switch on the throttle hold so you don't accidentally hurt yourself. There is no throttle safety protection in this one, remember that. Hey, thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to my channel and stay updated for all the coolest and regular RC videos, RC shows, RC reviews, time-lapse videos, and much more. Thank you very much for all your support. More videos are coming. We gotta eat this quad, baby.